me and my girl are going back in September to see a Ravens game. And then I think for her birthday in December, she's saying that she wants to go somewhere maybe like in Florida or something there. So I'm definitely planning on traveling, to a few different cities. And then next year as well, I kind of want to go to a couple of different cities and then also out of the country. Not just like Canada, which is right across the border. But I'm thinking like somewhere like in Europe or eventually I'd love to go to Africa.
See, that's the one place I've never wanted to go.
Really? Why not?
I just have no desire.
No?
And people say that to me all the time. Like, all that travel you do, you never want. I've just never had a desire to want to go to Africa.
Really?
Never.
See, that's the one place like I have an extreme desire to go to.
Really?
Yeah. Like there's this brother that works at Walmart. His name is Michael, and he's from Africa.
Okay.
And I'm always talking to him and whatnot. And he's like, yeah, brother, you got to go to Africa. You're going to love it. And I was like, yeah,
it's a beautiful place.
I do want to go. And I think like Africa definitely gets like a negative connotation about it as well.
Because they show you the jungle
from what you see in the media.
Nonsense, right?
Right. And that's just like a portion of it.
Yeah.
A lot of Africa is beautiful and well developed. And like, I want to go and see a lot of these countries and whatnot and see what it's like in Africa. You know what I'm saying? And there's a little bit of anxiety with the traveling there because you're going to a foreign land.
Yeah.
And, you don't know the cultures and, you don't know what's going to happen, what to expect. But that's kind of the thrill for me as well.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm
go
saying?
in a little group or something. And I have, people who've gone on groups and they've been like, but they go like 13, 14 days. See, that's the other thing with me.
Yeah.
I can't go anywhere that long.
Yeah.
I 5 days, 6 days is like max for me travel.
I'm the same way. Like a good week. Give me a solid 5 to 7 days.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I got to be home.
I probably have seen everything I've seen.
Exactly.
I'm probably spent all the money I brought at that point.
So that's, for me, I like to travel, but just not like, I can't do 10, 13, 14 days. I know people that do that, and I'm like, in the world.
Right.
I have too many things I'll be thinking about I need to do back home. So,
I feel you on that one.
Because like I said, I do a lot of different things. I'm not held to a schedule, but I still do a lot of different things. So 2020, I'm really looking to do some travel. I'm looking to, one of the ways I'm trying to parlay that is, like I said, I'm meeting with this PR company that's going to be promoting me nationally.
Yeah.
So I'm using them to help me set up speaking events in a lot of cities and countries where I want to go.
And be able to, travel that way.
Exactly.
But at the same time, still make money.
Exactly. Get paid for traveling.
I like that.
So that's what I said, using what you have to, generate wealth. And when you do stuff like that, you meet people.
Yeah.
And when you meet people, hey, I'm coming to your town. And then you come to their town, what are they going to do? They're going to take you out to dinner. They're going to take you to the nice spots. They're going to show you around.
Yeah.
So
navigate the city
exactly.
for you.
So now you're getting to enjoy those things, and then they're going to refer, if you know somebody or they know you have a certain skill, they're going to refer you to people.
Yeah.
It's all about referring. You can't get a referral from somebody in your circle who's never done nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's why I said you have to change your circle. Watch who you surround yourself with as you grow. You want to start expanding. Like when you went to that con, PodCon, you're meeting people from all over the place.
Right.
Making connections with those people. So now they remember you. Oh, I remember you. Yeah. I know a guy that does, Yeah. And they can start referring you.
Yeah.
That's connections. That's what networking is all about.
Yep.
And see, we're afraid to connect and network. A lot of times people, he bragging. No, I'm not bragging. I'm telling you what I do.
Right.
I'm telling you what I do. And this way, when you need somebody or somebody need one of those things I mentioned that I do, you might refer me.
Yeah. And that's another thing as well. Like, first of all, I think people a lot of times be afraid to conversate with one another. Like the art of a face-to-face conversation is dying rapidly.
Text all day.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Like trying to hold a conversation with somebody nowadays is like pulling teeth.
It is.
Like you can't look somebody square in the eye and talk to them and ask them questions and get information. Yeah, they get real nervous, real uncomfortable. So that's one skill that I naturally I gravitate to people. Like I love talking to people. That's one of the reasons why I'm doing this podcast is to have different guests on, hear different stories, gather different information, talk to them. Here, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I love talking to people. That's never a problem with me. But yeah, I love going to like different areas and just strike up a random conversation with somebody, and you pick up so much valuable information.
And that's how you see how I work the room,
right?
The whole time I went from table to table talking to people, because the thing is, I'm finding out what they do. I'm telling them what I do, and then how you and I met. You know, talking about what I do and what you do.
Right.
And you invited me on, and that's the thing. You know, you have to be able to talk to people and let them know this is what I do. Sending a text is not a conversation.
It's really not.
You know.
Yeah, this generation is so used to that now. They make it so easy. We're addicted to our phones.
Oh yeah.
Like we're all addicted to our phones, and it's easy to send a text out.
Yep.
But like
and avoid conversation.
Right, but making a phone call. Like you
that's work.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Like you know how many people get offended when you actually call them? Like, what are you calling me for?
Yeah.
Text me.
Or they won't answer. They'll text you back and say, "What you want?" what you mean? What I want? Answer the phone.
Right?
Fool.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I'm looking for.
Thank you. They won't answer the phone. I have a friend of mine, young lady friend of mine, and she texts me every now and then, and I'll call her. I said, "You know what? I have to have some conversation with you.
Yeah.
You know, I don't mind texting you sometimes, like you at work. I know you're working.
Right.
You know, how's your day or something.
Yeah.
But you at home sitting there doing nothing.
Yeah.
And you want to sit and text? No. Call me. Let me hear your voice. Let me see that you know, still alive. And
right.
Then when I call her, she get real quiet because, of course, they don't feel comfortable talking. But then as soon as I hang up, then she texts me.
Got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Wait a minute. I was just talking to you. You ain't had nothing to say. Now you want to send me all these texts.
Mm-hmm.
So... And that's, you know, I tell our young people that too. I said, that's one of the worst things that's happened to society is texting.
Yeah.
Because now you don't know how to spell the word, you make up a spelling.
Yeah.
So now when it's time for you to go to school and you got to write a term paper, you don't know how to spell the word.
Yeah.
You read some of these term papers, man, these kids, they can't spell. They sentences just run all off the paper.
Yeah.
Because texting takes all that away.
Right.
They make up stuff. And so, you know, I try to encourage kids to write. I encourage kids to read a lot. You know, I say, don't just, you know, find something you like. Same thing. Find something you enjoy and read about it. Go online and read, you know, just Google it and read short stories about it.
And that's huge too. Finding something that you enjoy reading, because then it becomes easy. It becomes easy. Like when I was in school, I used to hate reading books. When they used to force us to read, you got to read
stuff they want you to read though.
Right, X amount of books and X amount of time, and you know you got to write this about the report and stuff. Yep. Like I used to hate doing that shit. I'm like, I got to read a book. But then you give me a book like about stuff I'm interested in, like something like sports, like or like a Malcolm X book, like autobiography and stuff like that. Like I love that book. I can read that all day.
My stuff is real estate. I read real estate. I read track.
Or if I'm trying to learn something,
yeah,
I pick that up easily and read that.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're trying to force read me to something, but I like what you said though. You got to pick up something that you enjoy,
right?
And you're going to read.
It's time for you to read something for school or whatever.
Yeah,
it's easier for you to read it, too.
Right?
Because you notice if you don't read a lot and you start to read, first thing you start doing is getting tired.
Yeah.
Because your eyes aren't used to that reading.
Yeah.
So now you read a one page and now you fall asleep in the book.
You're bored. And
exactly.
You're not interested in it. Yeah.
So learning how to read just stuff you're interested in will help you to become more proficient when it is time for you to read. Plus, it helps you with your spelling.
Yeah.
Because now you see how the word is supposed to be spelled. And don't count on spell check, because sometimes spell check be putting the wrong words in there.
Yeah, you don't know if it's the wrong word or
not.
Thank
you. Exactly. You don't spell the wrong word and still don't know it's wrong, you know? So, I mean, it's crazy, man. But, you know, we could go on all day.
Yeah, man, we can.
It's a lot.
Well, listen, man, we've been going for a while. I know you got to get out of here soon.
Yeah.
Here, I want you to plug your stuff. I know you got like a website, and like, where can the people reach you? Where can they find you at?
The best way to reach me is Willie A. Price Speaks. And that's my Facebook, Willie A. Price Speaks. You can call me if you want me to come out and speak or present. I do get paid for that.
Yeah.
716-316-7776. I do some volunteer work, you know, presentations, depending on what the organization is, depending on what my schedule is like. I will come out and just do some things for free. But primarily, I don't try to do things for free.
Yeah.
Because when you do things for free, people don't appreciate you.
Right.
You know, so, but I just created a website and I'm trying to think of the name of it. That's why I can't really put it out there. It's willieaprice.wix.com or something like that. That's my old one.
Okay.
No, willieapricespeaks.com. I'm actually working on a new one for that one. I had paid someone to do a website for me, and they screwed up my website. So that one is not in function right now. So I'm working on a new one. But if you Google Willie A. Price Speaks, it'll show you all the ways you can reach me on Instagram, on LinkedIn. It gives you all my stuff. I am Googleable.
Yeah.
That's what one of my students told me last year. I was doing Think and Grow Wealth, and I was talking about the different things I do. And the next class, the girls came in, they said, Mr. Price, we found you we Googled you. We never knew anybody that we could Google before. And I said, so does that make me Googleable? And they just bust out laughing. So I am Googleable. So check me out. You can Google me, and I have all my information on there. But, my goal is to work with young men, preparing young men for success and not the streets.
Yes.
That has been my new life goal, is to try to help save as many young men and young people as possible. But my focus primarily is young men, because I see so many of them falling to the wayside.
Yeah.
That prison pipeline thing is for real.
Yeah.
And if we don't give them some examples of what they can do to do better, then it's our fault.
Yeah.
It's not theirs, because they can only emulate what they see. And if we're not showing them, it's nothing for them to see.
Right. All right, man. Awesome. Well, listen, I appreciate you stopping by, taking the time out, and joining me on this episode today, man.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm going to be in contact with you. I like sharing information and gathering information, so don't be surprised if I just hit you up randomly.
I'm going to hit you up too, because I got podcast questions.
Yes, definitely. And be on the lookout. Yeah, you plan on starting a podcast soon, right?
I'm working on it.
Okay. So yeah, be on the lookout for that as well.
I'm doing, yeah.
Awesome, man. Yes, yeah. Whenever you need some help with that, let me know. I got you.
Definitely.
All right, man. We're gonna wrap it up here. I appreciate you again. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
All right, guys, and there you have it. That was the first episode of Mr. Willie A. Price, and yeah, like I said, man, I learned a lot just listening to him for that hour and a half and being able to discuss and have that conversation with him. Definitely a lot of knowledgeable information there, and very inspiring. He said, the man says he's a motivational speaker, and I felt it. Definitely very inspiring. And hopefully, you took something out of this. Hopefully you took something out of this, and hopefully you're able to apply, what he was saying. I know for a fact that I'm definitely going to plan on taking advantage of what he was talking, and hopefully get something rolling. Hopefully, this turns into something, and if not, you're gonna look into some other avenues there for us. But yeah, man, that's it. I want to say thank you again to Mr. Willie A. Price for joining me again. Definitely look forward to having him on future episodes. And yeah, thank you, the listeners. Listen, I appreciate you guys so much for I put the Facebook page out there, and you guys gave it over 100 likes in less than 24 hours and less than 12 hours. Honestly, that shit was amazing. I woke up the next morning and had over 100 likes on the page. So yeah, seeing your guys' support, I greatly appreciate you. Again, I'm going to be doing this weekly and sometimes daily, having different guests on, and you got a kind of a premise of how it's going to flow, man. It's just a natural conversation between two people, getting some information and just talking, just enjoying life, man. But thanks again. Thank you again for tuning in to the Bryce Benjamin Podcast. I don't have a outing saying just yet like I do for my sports one. I'm going to think of one eventually. But peace and love, man. That's simple enough. Peace and love to you guys all. Thank you.